Anyways, everybody, welcome back to the letter. I don't know what that intro was. I felt like being like Eminem today. Anyways, so last time we ended off, we just arrived at the movie theater with Ash to meet up with Zach. Basically, it's movie night. We had some really haunted stuff going on. We had to leave work because of how stressed out we were about it. Rose kind of was understanding, but also wasn't, and we haven't told Ash about it yet and probably will not. But for now, we are going to start the game today. I hope you guys are enjoying the series so far. Let's get right into it. Yes, thank you. Small crowd has already formed in the front of the theater when we arrive. The Lift Fest, short for Luxborn Independent Film and Theater Festival, attracts a bigger crowd annually, and this year is no different. I've only been to a few indie film screenings with Zach, so I'm not an expert on the matter. But I know that for people hoping to make a break in the industry, getting your film recognized by a local event like this is already a big deal. Especially for a newcomer like Zach. He hasn't even won an award, but just getting a confirmation letter that the festival committee wants to include his movie in this year's lineup already put a grin on his face for weeks. Speaking of the guy, he's impossible to miss. At 6 feet, he appears to loom over most of the moviegoers, and with a large build and heavy voice, there's no surprise when people give him a wide berth as they pass by. It's often easy to mistake him for someone intimidating at first glance. I did back when I didn't know any better. Ash did too. I heard once early in the friendship.
Oh, there's Zach.
Hey, you guys! Long time no see.
Zach's face lights up with a smile of his own. He moves toward us with careful steps, taking a significant effort to make himself smaller so as not to pump or accidentally hit anyone. Typical Zach. As he nears Ash, casually raises his hand in greeting.
Sup, Z-Man, my main man. What's crack-a-lackin', my homie?
The awkwardness of the sense within the immediate vicinity of our small group is palpable enough. Somewhere to her left, the girl giggles, and only then do I become aware of my mouth hanging open. I'm almost amazed how Ash can say that out loud with a straight face. Almost. Considering his track record, I should be used to it by now. Zach seems to be.
Don't stop trying to act Black, Ashton. And you're the only one who calls me Z-Man.
There's fondness underneath his exasperated tone. If this were any other person, he'd likely be offended. But years of friendship and familiarity have made those words harmless to the other's ears. At least enough for both to take it in stride.
It's been a while, Zach. I hope you didn't get into trouble again.
Not much to get into trouble lately without you, I'm afraid. I'll let you know if something comes up, though.
Nah, I ended up with chicken down stuck on me last time I agreed. I'd really love at least this year to pass without some sort of accident happening again.
Hey, I take offense to that. It wasn't that bad.
You really have no idea.
A beat passes, and then Zach laughs.
Hey, I'm kidding. You know you can always count on me.
It's a story only the two of them are privy to. Every now and then, Ash will enlist Zach's help on something. Becca and I never really found out what the real deal is with those adventures, as Ash calls it. And both aren't willing to tell due to some unspoken agreement. She insists that if it's Ash, it's likely not something illegal or life-threatening. I tend to believe her on that. Sometimes. Well, boys will be boys, I guess. I give Zach a small wave from behind and Ash. Mind Ash when his attention eventually turns to me.
Bella! Huh? Rebecca's not with you. Is she still sick?
A bit. But she's up and went to work this morning. You know she doesn't listen to anyone that's not Ash.
Yes, she does.
No, she doesn't. You're literally the only person she'll listen to when she's feeling stubborn.
And if that's true, we've known each other far longer than any of us in the group. Childhood friends and all. Yeah, Ash and Becca have known each other quite a while, I guess.
But don't worry, Zach. She's probably on her way here now. She promised she wouldn't miss your movie. Isabella! Oh, thank goodness.
Kick of the devil. Without warning, a hand grabs me by the shoulder and turns me around.
Becca, you're just in time.
I have to lean back a little with the way her face is almost invading my personal space, but she places her hand on either side of my head to keep me still. She stares at me intently, concern filling her eyes.
You're squishing my... How are you? Are you alright? Why wouldn't I be? Rose called me earlier.
Those 4 words tell me all I need to know. Since I don't have my family living close by and the only relative I have here works on the far side of the country, I gave my company Becca's contact number in case of emergency. I should have known Rose would call her. I push Becca's hands away from my face, although she lets her eyebrows remain drawn. Her eyebrows remain drawn together.
Oh, no, everything's good. Rose covered for me. That's not what I'm talking about.
Oh, goodness.
How's your head?
Besides me, Ash snickers. I bite back the urge to elbow him in place of trying to avoid Becca's hand as she tries to reach out for the set area. I do my best to dodge her all at once, moving to hide behind Zach. Sorry for using you as a human shield, Zach.
Oh, it's nothing. I just slipped off a few steps on my way down. I blacked out for a few seconds and had a minor bump, but it's just that. You blacked out? It's not something to brush off.
True. Hey, Becca's got a point.
Come on, at least let me check it. It's extremely minor. You wouldn't even know it's there. Isabella, this isn't a laughing matter.
Geez, she really does act like her mom. Oh my god.
She did look pale when I saw her.
Wow, thanks a lot, Ashton, you traitor. I'll get you back for this. Just you wait.
What? I'm just saying it as it is.
Yo, hold on. How am I just now noticing the animation when they talk?
If you mentioned this earlier, we wouldn't be having this conversation right now.
I'm sorry. Saw her.
Why did her titties just jiggle when she moved? I'm sorry, chat.
Yeah, they arrived together. Bella looked fine to me then. Now,
Something crosses Becca's face, but it's gone before I can figure out what it is.
Oh, that's good. At least she didn't have to travel alone, right? At least. Good. See? I'm okay. I wouldn't be here if I wasn't.
True.
And I don't want to miss Zach's film. We can always watch it some other time. Sorry, Zachary.
no, it's good. But you guys should really keep it down. We're starting to attract some attention.
It's the premiere. The premiere's different. Right, Zach?
I shoot him a pleading look. Zach's a sensible guy. He'll understand. Please understand.
Not really. But Rebecca has a point. In the end, I think it's your call.
Oh, for heaven's sake.
Becca, calm down.
Please, Becca. I really don't want to miss it. You're not missing it. Oh, we're just moving it on a different day so we can have a...
Look, you guys.
Ash's loud sigh unexpectedly cuts through the conversation. He's pinching the bridge of his nose as he speaks, something he usually does when he's getting impatient.
If she says she's okay, then there's nothing we can do about it. It's not like we can stop her either. Besides, she's still acting like the same old Isabella to me, if she can still run around like that.
Why are you taking her side?
I'm not. But if she wants to watch Zach's movie with us, I'm not going to stop her. She's probably the one looking forward to it the most.
Ash, that's... You, of all people, should know...
Tell you what, if I notice something amiss with her, I'll take her to the nearest hospital myself.
Why is everybody trying to take me to the hospital?
Is that good enough for you?
I already know the answer before Becca voices it out. At least she releases a deep breath and nods. Albeit with great reluctance, I immediately tackle her into a hug.
Thanks, Becca. It's always been you with him, isn't it? Did you say say something? Me? Nothing. Don't mind me. If you say so.
Okay, guys, showtime's close, so I think I'm gonna get us some snacks. My treat. And then let's head inside.
Oh, goodness.
Anyone here has a smaller bill?
I think I do. Hold on.
I pull myself off from Becca to get my wallet from my bag, and
What's this?
it's already in Ash's hands before I can even react. God, baby, get him! Goddamn, we're cooked. We just sold, guys. We sold. We sold, bro. Why did we do that? I don't know why we did that. What did we do? Behind him, Becca and Zach are both giving the piece of paper an intrigued look.
No! Give it back!
It's just a paper.
I don't care! Give it!
Looks ancient, too. Why do you keep this around?
I try to reach for it, but he holds the paper way above his head. I've never been particularly sensitive about my own height, but right now I really wish I had the advantage over him.
Don't open it!
What's the big deal? It's not like it's a love letter. I don't see any reason to... Hold on a second. This is, isn't it?
Even if it is, it's not for you.
Okay. Now I'm curious.
I'm telling you it's nothing like that. It's...
The rest of my words are lost when he unfolds the paper. I can't breathe. My heart feels stuck in my throat, pounding, threatening to burst out. Vaguely, I know how my hands are trembling at my sides. Clasping them together doesn't do any good. They're still shaking, but I hang on to them regardless. The awful sick weight that has taken its core in my stomach back in the open house returns full force. How do I fix this? How do I fix this? How do I fix this? Someone please. Today's turning out to be a horrible nightmare.
Send this to 5 people or else. Well, that's... interesting.
Guys, I think we should listen to Bella first.
Aren't you a few days early for Halloween?
Ash plays the paper in front of me, giving me a fleeting glimpse of its contents. I don't need to see. I don't want to see. The letters, the words, every stroke written in blood is already embedded in my mind. Maybe I should have just thrown it away when I had the chance that way.
It's not a prank.
It makes all of them stop, even I am surprised at how steady my voice is.
What did you say?
This isn't a prank! I saw something! Hold on. Are we still talking about this paper? Or is it about the urban legend again? Both. I know it sounds ridiculous.
You're saying this is a primitive version of a chain letter, and now that we've seen it, we're now cursed. You've got to be kidding me.
See? This is why I didn't want to tell you guys. Isabella, aren't you taking this a bit too far? It's not a joke! Will you guys listen to me first? I saw something in the house earlier. It stood right in front of me. If I hadn't gotten away, that thing might have...
Right. And in broad daylight, Isabella. Even someone gullible would find the logic in that screwed up. There's also no way in hell that this supernatural shit is true.
But it's real! What do you think I saw?
Hallucination? A delusion? Didn't you say you fell down some stairs? So maybe Rebecca's right.
It happened after, when I was trying to get away. I almost got stuck in the same room with that thing. We're all in danger. I thought you were my friends. Why don't you believe me? We are, and you know that. But this thing and that thing has got nothing to do with the other. When Rose called earlier, I thought she's just exaggerating. But based on what I'm seeing right now, maybe it's better if we really postpone this for now. Don't bother.
Without another word, I snatch the letter out of Ash's hand and stuff it back in my bag with more force than necessary. I'm tired. I got cursed, saw a ghost, probably lost a sale, got kicked out of the open house I'm supposed to be hosting. My own friends won't believe me, and all of them think I'm crazy. To top it all off, there's a dull ache at the back of my head begging for a little attention I can't afford to give right now. Honestly, there's only so much a person can take within a single day. I just want to go home, curl up in my bed, and never think about today. Before I can take a single step away from the group.
Guys!
Zach rarely ever raises his voice, even when there's a point he wants to drive home. And hearing him take on that tone completely throws me off. Even Ash and Becca. Whatever harsh words yet to come out from the argument immediately die on our tongues.
Why don't we all calm down first? I'm sure Isabella has her reasons too. No need to be hard on her. And hey, ain't this supposed to be a happy get-together? We haven't seen each other for months. I'd really love to know what y'all have been up to. I only ever get to talk to Bella over chat. Please.
He has a point. Ash, for all his attempts to look cool and distant, has also been looking forward to this. He even took the time to call this morning for a reminder. He never does that. Becca, too. I'm pretty sure that's another reason why she got out of bed today. Yet, despite Zach's attempts to lighten things up, or Ash's and Becca's quizzing gestures, the tightness in my chest remains. I should have just kept it to myself, or at least went with the idea that it's a prank. I did things might not have turned out the way they had. No sour mood, no bad vibes. Careless, so careless. Maybe leaving was a better decision for all of us? Nah. The other day, I excused myself and go straight home. But that was something special to Zach, something he worked hard to bring to life. I should know better. I might be having a bad day, but being with the few people I care about far outweighs the bad. The idea of spending the rest of my day throwing a tantrum alone in my room. And what if the thing in the attic follows me home? I don't want to be left with my thoughts either. I can still see it whenever I close my eyes. Maybe if I stay, let our heads cool down first before telling them what happened. They'll listen to me. There's nothing you can't solve with a calm head. One step at a time, Isabella. That's what Mama used to tell me. Besides, I don't have the heart to ditch Zach. A smile is back on my face when I look back at them.
If we keep arguing here, we're going to miss the first few minutes.
Alright, that's the Isabella I know. Oh, good. I thought for sure you were going to cry.
This time I really do send an elbow straight to his stomach. Stupid Ash being vertically challenged has its perks, too.
What was that for?
Stop calling me a crybaby. I'm not one.
Aw, don't cry.
Stop it.
Okay, scaredy cat then.
That too. If you repeat that, I swear I'll... Let's just go.
Without giving another word, Becca goes inside. She doesn't even stop to wait for us when I call after her. Ash and I exchange looks at that, the same question likely swimming inside our minds. Did something happen at school after I left? Is she having a bad day too? I'll try asking about it later, I guess.
So, you guys go catch up with her. I'll go get us the food, I promise.
But you'll miss it.
Didn't you say watching a movie without food ain't fun? It ain't like I haven't seen it. I made it, remember?
Yeah.
I'll be in there soon.
Ash, bro, your buddy Zach is honestly the best in the group right now. Nah, see, I think they all have their own rules. Zach is like the funny guy who just like the funny, peaceful guy. Ash is just a chill and kept to himself type of guy. With a kind of like jerky vibe. And then Becca is like the mom of the group. A few moviegoers are still milling about. Some are still waiting in line for tickets, but otherwise most of the crowd are already inside. Nothing much for us to do here now. No word of protest comes from me when Ash gestures for the two of us to head inside.
Are you sure it wasn't one of the cleaning crews?
Absolutely sure.
Somehow, halfway through the movie, the conversation stirred. Is this a movie about slavery? Toward what happened in the mansion. To be fair, Zach was the one who brought it up again. His own movie's premiere. Now the film's just serving as a background noise while we're speaking in the hushed tones. He won't let disturb anyone inside the small hall. Well, except for Ash. I just hope we don't end up arguing about it again. We'd all get kicked out for sure. Though, with how Well, it's Ash's voices will probably get thrown out way before any arguments happens. Only Becca still remains engrossed in the movie, completely ignoring us. She's been quiet the whole evening, speaking only when referred to. If I didn't know any better, I'd think we did something that offended her. Did we?
And then I ran. You heard what happened after.
I still think it's something else.
It was standing right in front of me, Ash.
He's one of the smartest people I know, but geez, he should learn to listen. Plus, didn't he say he doesn't believe in these things? Why is he in this conversation again?
I heard what you said, but it's a small room. There are a lot of things someone else could have done there without your knowledge. If I could see it up close, maybe I can...
I am not going back there.
Ain't that a problem if you're hosting an open house?
Rose does the first floor tour.
I ain't sure ghosts can be restricted to one room, Bella.
There are no ghosts, Zach. Stop putting useless ideas in her head.
Yeah, but I was thinking, maybe all the house needs is a blessing. Wasn't it left uninhabited for years?
Oh, the house did change hands over the years, from one distant relative of the Ermengardes to another. None of them bothered to live in it, though, and it remained that way up until its current owners decided to sell it. Why didn't I think of
I
that?
didn't peg you as the religious type, Zach.
Nothing like that, Ash. Who knows, though? It might bring something positive to the place.
That's not a bad idea. I just don't know where I could find someone.
You're not seriously considering a suggestion, are you?
Do you have a better idea?
I know where. I could contact him for you if you want.
You'd do that?
Or we can find you a psychologist instead.
Ash, shut up. There are very few times in my life when I wish my glowers can kill. This is one of those.
Ash, that is not a very appropriate thing to say right now.
No, wait, that's not what I meant. Ethnographer. I meant ethnographer. This guy's a psychologist too, of course, if you...
Ashton, if you don't stop...
Rebecca knows the guy I'm talking about too. She can vouch for him.
Becca tears her eyes away from the screen at the mention of her name.
Huh? What? Oh, are you talking about Professor Andrew? He used to work with my parents at the university. Can you guys keep it down?
Sorry, the scaredy cat here mentioned curses. Not that I'm saying this is one, but talking to him is a better solution for me than getting a random priest to bless an old house. He'll even help you figure things out, teach you a couple things, and probably put your fears to rest since this looks to be bothering you a lot.
Ash might be right too, however, what Zach suggests is something I'm more familiar with. Granted, they don't believe me. They're only giving me these suggestions to put my mind at ease, but it's better than being ignored or being laughed at. I can take comfort in knowing they are willing to hear me out.
So, what do you think?
It's your call. We'll go with whatever you want.
I don't know.
Who should I meet?
I'll think about it. But maybe we could go with Zach's idea?
I'm not so sure about that.
Well, it wouldn't hurt to try, right? If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. At least we did something than just stand around. I'll let you know when he's available, Bella.
Thanks, Zach. I knew I could count on you. Guys, I said keep it down. You keep insisting that we still watch it. Yet you're not even paying attention yourselves.
It ain't a big deal, Rebecca. I'm the one who broached the subject in the first place.
It's still your film, Zachary. A good film, mind you. You worked hard on this. The least we could do is watch it with you.
And that's what you're all doing. I really appreciate all of you making time for this.
Sorry, Becca. We'll stop now.
I throw an apologetic look, even though Ash is the only one she should be reprimanding, but her attention is already back on the screen. She's ignoring us again. When Becca's acting this is way, there's a big chance something's nagging at her. We really need to talk. We all fall into a comfortable silence after, the kind only you can share with people you're the most at ease with. For the first time today, the literally is forgotten in my bag, if only for a few hours. Night has fallen by the time we exit the movie house. Ah, Brown. Alright. We're gonna save game and quit. Bro, I don't think I've ever... Alright. But so far, we're gonna probably. I'm tired. We're probably gonna figure everything out at some point in the game. But right now, this is a really good game, and I'll see you all next time. Yeah, I will see you all next time. I really feel like it's gonna be a couple more videos, 3 more videos before we end this game off. But hey, it's quite fun playing. I'm actually gonna probably take a break though. I'd usually record maybe 2-3 videos of this a day, but I think I've probably gone in like 3, so I think I'm good for today. But I'll see you all next time. Bye bye, and don't forget to like and subscribe.